Hey guys, welcome back to DirtSheets.com. I'm Zach Brown. With me as always, David Martell.
Aloha.
And today we're switching it up. I'm wearing the TNA shirt. Today David is rocking a polo himself. And today we've got two things for you. We're going to do a brief review of TNA Impact, last week's TNA Impact. And then we're going to close out with an Extreme Rules preview. So, we recently watched TNA Impact together.
For the first time in a year and a half. What feels like a year and a half.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while for us. But, so...
Have we ever reviewed Impact on this show?
Yes.
Once. Had to be only like once.
I don't know.
We did a podcast. We did it a lot more often.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, when we were doing our podcast, the Dirt Sheets podcast, we were much better about reviewing TNA, but... lately, I mean, there's been a lot of things getting in the way of us reviewing professional wrestling, period, just in our personal lives, me personally mainly. But we're back, and, I know. But we do want to get back on swing of things with TNA and Raw as well. So, overall, I liked the show. I'm going to go out and say that. I mean... What jumped out at you?
Let's review this like we haven't watched it. Let's be honest.
Okay.
I love that they're not in the Impact Zone.
Yeah, well, sure, yeah.
And I know they've been out for a while now, but it makes it feel better. The crowd's better. No stupid Impact fans in the Impact Zone. It was just a regular wrestling crowd, and it made it so much better, so much more tolerable. Yeah. And I really liked that. And then that's about it. I give the show. No, I'm just
let's rate it right now. Why wait? No, this was an interesting episode. Not just, storyline wise, it was okay, but there were some incidents, and we'll talk about those. Mainly involving Austin Aries. Storyline wise, obviously it's the Aces and Eights show. It has been for a while. And I'm fine with that, but I feel that this week's thing with D'Lo, is he in or is he out? He sort of betrayed Doc during his match, and
obviously.
No.
It was nice.
And anyway, I didn't really dig the storyline at all.
I don't dig storyline because I don't dig D'Lo as a credible wrestler. He's not in the game anymore. He's just D'Lo.
It was not that long ago he was in Ring of Honor and he was really good.
He looked like a sad fat puppy, like when they were like...
They didn't make him look good in this episode, I will give you that.
You gotta bring us beer, ice, and you gotta...
Here's the thing.
Wash our butts.
There was an in-joke where when Bully Ray was taunting D'Lo, he said, "You're gonna bring us beer and you're gonna wash our bikes." But I thought he said, "You're gonna wash our butts. We need it spick and span, clean cracks." There's all that. I don't know.
No dingleberries.
Yeah, right.
Wash our butts.
Anyway, yes, so that's what I thought he said.
That's appropriate.
Right, totally. I didn't dig the whole D'Lo turncoat storyline. He probably will be getting out of Aces and Eights, I guess.
He wants his cut back. Whatever that means.
These colors mean more to me. First of all, are black and white colors?
Second, why would you mess with D'Lo when he paralyzed a guy from the
God, why do you always have to bring up the worst possible things?
I feel bad for Draws.
Let's just get out of the way. Great Khali killed a man. You just remember the worst things people have ever done.
Khali isn't even part of this conversation, okay? I'll bring that up when we talk about Khali.
Okay.
But D'Lo Brown, dude.
Yeah, we know what he did. That was over a decade ago.
The dude's career.
Yeah.
He could do that to any of them. Don't mess with D'Lo Brown.
Anyway, look, I buy D'Lo as a credible wrestler. He just didn't look good here. He just kind of looked pathetic, honestly. So I didn't dig that storyline. I do like the trifecta storyline between Storm, Rude, and Aries. That's kind of funny and interesting.
Storm, Rude, and Aries, or Storm and the tag teams?
No. Well, I like the tag teams, but I liked their little backstage interaction. That was funny.
I liked all their backstage interactions with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, freaking Kaz was like, forget about Fortune, try some or what.
It was like,
no.
3-chin or something. Fortune 3-chin or something. 3-chin, I think it was. I think it was, yeah.
Well, we can't remember.
Fortune 3-chin. That was hilarious. Kaz's been knocked out of the park.
I love Kaz.
Yeah, he's funny. I like everything that's going on with those tag teams right now. I don't like everything that's happening with AJ Styles.
Why? Because he's emo?
Because who cares? Yeah, and he's not saying anything. He looks homeless to me. He looks like a homeless version of.
He looks like a very tired 28-year-old.
He's older than that.
I know.
He's like.
I saw this thing on I don't know, something where this is a total joke outside wrestling, but it's like they figured out the cure for gray hair. So now all old men can look like tired 28-year-olds or something because their hair is natural.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
So if you don't get my joke, whatever.
I didn't get it, so I'm glad you explained it. Let me see. What else? I mean, did anything else jump out at you on the show?
Christy Hemme?
Okay, do you want to talk about that now?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Alright, so Austin Aries is in some hot water recently because on this episode of Impact, he actually kind of retaliated against Christy Hemme when she announced the wrong team. She said bad influence.
Honest mistake.
Yeah, it is an honest mistake. Although I hate when announcers do it, it's an honest mistake. Whatever. But so she announces the wrong people. And then Aries takes it upon himself to march into the ring, kind of corner her. I mean,
he did pretty much.
It does make you wonder what's part of the show and what's.
Yeah, and he basically makes her re-announce the team name.
Yeah.
And
as soon as she does so, he takes the turnbuckle in a traditional sense, but she's cornered in such a way that his crotch is in her face.
And Zach said,
"Don't."
Zach said, "It's wrestling."
And that was my stance at first, and then I was like, you know what?
It could have been skewed as storyline.
Because I thought there was a chance that she was cool with it.
Yeah, I know. Because it's cool to have a crotch in your face.
Oh come on! I mean, we've seen 10 times worse on WWE and TNA.
Give me an example.
Okay, Velvet Sky bending over and getting into the ring. The camera is literally like in her butt.
That's not a bad thing.
I'm saying it's like we're not a stranger to this imagery. It's not that strange
to see it in the rest of the story.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like that. I guess I'm. Like when I saw it,
you're just thinking in the
I initially, yeah. I mean, as a wrestling fan, I have to be honest. I initially thought it was funny, and I was like, "Oh, that's clever of him." But then, in retrospect, I was saying, "Oh wait, well, okay, it is a workplace. Christy Hemme is a female, and he just put his crotch in her face.
Yeah,
and it wasn't
apparently
planned.
From what I read, she kind of called him out.
On Twitter, saying unacceptable or something like that. And it is. It kind of is.
It's not part of the storyline. Yeah, you can't do that to anybody.
Yeah, that's true. If it's not pre-planned and if she's not okay with it, don't do it. I don't know. I was conflicted on it just because at first I thought it was funny, and then I was like,
"Yeah, you're a jerk."
Oh, thanks, but no. I respect women to the utmost. I'm married, happily married. I treat my wife like a princess, but I guess I just had my wrestling go right. Yeah. When my wife announces my name wrong, the sexual harassment comes out. I just can't control it. No, look, here's the thing. When I saw that moment, I just still had my wrestling goggles on. I was like, oh, that's funny, because it's wrestling. And you kind of assume this is part of the show, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what to expect here in terms of what will happen with Aries.
He'll probably get fired.
No.
Just kidding, he won't get fired.
I mean, they're going to discipline him, whatever that means, though. I mean, do you think they'll push him down the card, or what do you think will happen?
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he'll get suspended.
Yeah, maybe. That'd be interesting. I don't know.
Maybe murdered.
Wow, what a prediction. That's terrible. You're in a mood tonight. Wow, yeah, that'll be adequate punishment. Let's just put him in a match with D'Lo Brown. Even though D'Lo has had hundreds of safe matches since draws, let's put him in a match and he'll do what he did to draws.
It only takes one match.
Oh, you're terrible. That's so terrible.
I'm sorry, draws. If you're watching, I'm really sorry. Don't hate me.
Really. Is there any other moment of the night that stands out to you? I mean, we can talk about Abyss real quick.
Yeah,
Abyss returned.
Abyss returned.
Abyss returned at the end of the night.
Been gone for about a year or over a year. I don't care. I never liked Abyss.
I went through a period of time where I solidly liked Abyss.
He reminds me of a mentally challenged monster or something.
I mean, you're not incorrect there, but it's... I mean, Abyss, there's more to him than that.
Is there?
Yeah. There's
his alter ego?
No. First of all, he's a hugely dark character. He's a monster. And he has great hardcore matches. That's the truth.
His hardcore matches are nasty.
He had a series of matches with Sting in like 07, 08, whatever. That while they were mired in bad storyline, the matches were great. He's had a phenomenal career.
When was his last good match?
I don't want to go back through it. Don't do that. Okay, so you're not excited at all about his return?
No, I don't care. I just don't care.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to rating TNA. Who should go first? What do you think?
I will go first because I think you usually go first. So I'm going to give it a 5.
Whoa!
Out of 10. You're going to make it pop up right on my point.
I don't know. I might be in front of
it.
it. Who knows?
Might you do that?
Yeah, I've been doing it if you've been watching. Anyway, continue. A 5.
A 5 because I wasn't really digging the whole D'Lo storyline.
Yeah, I mean,
not really into it. And the Ace and Ace thing just wasn't really on tonight, I don't think.
Okay.
I did not enjoy the tag match between Bad Influence and Rude and Austin Aries because the ending with Bobby Roode and all that.
Yeah, that was strange.
It's like just ended. Bobby Roode walks out and it's like.
He just super kicked both of them.
I don't like matches like that. I wasn't into it. I feel like they weren't really having a good match in general. Just overall, Abyss returning, fantastic. I'm not a big Abyss fan, so for me it wasn't really a big deal.
Okay.
But overall, it was the middle of the road. It was very forgettable.
Okay. I have to rate it a little bit higher because of interesting moments on the show. Thanks, friend. I'm going to give it about a 6.5. I think the wrestling was a little stronger than you thought. I actually did like a lot of the spots in that tag match. Overall, there was decent wrestling on the show. Abyss's return was interesting. The only thing I really didn't like was the D'Lo storyline. I like everything else going on in Aces and Eights. Bully cuts great promos. The AJ thing is kind of sour for me too right now, but it's overall pretty minor. So I mean, it's more middle of the road for me. It's just slightly positive for me. So 6.5.
Let's get out the handy dandy
cell phone. Yeah, right. Blue's Clues.
And you're not even prepared.
What are you talking about? Yes, I am. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about Extreme Rules. The pay-per-view is this Sunday, and let's go ahead and go through the card and do something we like to call right decision, wrong decision. We're not doing that.
What?
We're predicting. I'm totally messing up right now. Right decision, wrong decision is what we do after the pay-per-view.
It is a wrong decision.
But saying that was a wrong decision.
Great episode.
What we're going to do is we're going to predict who's going to win here on Sunday.
It's called Predict Now and then Find Out Later.
That's what it's called, yeah.
Make a GIF.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, so first up this Sunday, Team Hell No versus The Shield. The Shield consisting of Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins for the Tag Team Championship. A tornado tag team match.
That means they can all fight at the same time.
Yeah.
If you didn't know tornado tag team.
So, who do you think will win?
The Shield's gonna win.
I would love for that to happen.
They haven't been losing.
Yeah.
Why would you make a team that doesn't lose when it matters?
And take the opportunity to break up Team Hell No for the
as much as I like Team Hell No, I also want them to break up. But not that this will break them up.
It's so time.
But this is a great opportunity to get the Shield on to the next level.
Yes.
And I mean,
this could be the pay-per-view where they just get a lot of goals.
And I think it will be. I do think it will be. I think this will be a very interesting match. I think it'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the parts from Daniel Bryan and Seth Rollins are going to be wrestling each other. So.
I think it could get no time at all, though.
It depends. The Shield's been pretty good with time. They've been getting a good amount of time. So
okay, I just have little faith that they would give them enough spotlight.
I think they'll at least get like 10 minutes. Maybe.
Okay.
But tornado tag, it's going to be very interesting. I wonder if somehow Dean Ambrose is going to get involved there. Maybe not. But
maybe I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously,
I think they're going to win the tag belts. I think this pay-per-view is going to be the start of their rise.
That'd be great. Make them a major storyline. Make them like the Nexus, because I feel like they haven't been that.
But they've been completely booked as winners.
They have. That's one thing that I can't talk about.
I mean, don't stop it now. Continue on this track.
Totally. Kofi Kingston versus Dean Ambrose. This continues our conversation.
I think Kofi Kingston. No, I'm kidding.
Hopefully, and just to go back and say, I also predict the Shield. So,
copycat. But anyways, Dean Ambrose, he's gonna win. Why have him lose to Kofi Kingston? Who does anyone care that he's the U.S. champion? I don't care. Have I ever cared if he was the U.S. champion? No. Is he a great transitional champion? Sure. Yeah. He's a good guy. You can throw the title on whenever you want.
And that's probably exactly what.
Not that I hate Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston is an excellent wrestler, and it's better
for Ambrose to beat Kingston.
But Ambrose is awesome. Cesaro. They care about Ambrose. He's even wrestled the freaking Undertaker.
No, that's so strange.
He's been having high profile matches.
He has, yeah.
He's gonna win the U.S. title. I don't see why he wouldn't.
I'm a big fan of his right now. There's no reason for Kofi to hold it right now. So let's have the Shield just take all these belts and be awesome.
Yeah. Turn them all into spinners.
No, please don't do that. Chris Jericho versus Fandango. Go. Who do you think?
This is a harder one because their feud is getting it's a bigger deal than it was at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think this could be the one that Chris Jericho wins just to tie it up.
I could see that too, but I'm gonna go Fandango.
Okay. So we disagree there.
That's our first.
Yeah.
Finally, Anyways, I think Fandango's gonna win because he's still the newer guy. He's still getting his gimmick over. He's getting kind of popular.
Beating Jericho twice in a row, though.
Jericho doesn't need a win.
He doesn't, but I mean,
it'd be nice if he did. But I think Fandango's gonna continue to pull out.
Okay, fair enough.
What do you think Jericho's going to win?
I think Jericho's going to win, just to even it up. Yeah, no, I will go to the next match because I can run this talk. Randy Orton versus Big Show. Who cares? Extreme Rules match. I don't really care. I'm going to say Big Show wins.
I think this is going to be a very good match.
Yeah, who cares?
Big Show, Extreme Rules, weapons, Orton, punts.
Heads. Oh yeah, he's gonna punt him. Yeah,
with the metal pan.
Go on thinking that. Go on thinking that.
RKO off of the double ladder off the triple cage.
None of that's gonna happen. But continue.
Come on, double.
You think Orton's gonna win?
Double ladder doesn't even make any sense.
You think Orton's gonna win?
I think Orton's gonna
win. It's turning out we're being divisive on this episode.
I think he's gonna. He's gonna slick his way.
Yeah.
And beat the Big Show.
Not this time.
Yeah.
No. Big Show's too upset. In my opinion.
Big Show is angry. The Giant's angry.
The Giant's angry.
Yeah.
Okay. Brock Lesnar. No, sorry. Sheamus versus Mark Henry. I skipped ahead. Sheamus versus Mark Henry. I think Mark Henry's going to win.
I think Sheamus is going to win.
Do you really?
Yeah, because how the storyline's playing out, I don't know. I think Sheamus recently said Mark Henry might be the strongest man in WWE, but you're not the smartest.
No,
so I think he's going to outsmart Mark Henry.
Okay.
And beat him this time around. I think Sheamus is going to win, dude.
Strap match.
He's going to win, bro.
Strap match.
He's going to somehow tie Mark Henry up like a hog. And
Okay.
Strap matches are terrible. Dude.
Yeah, I hate strap
strap
matches. No.
They're not as bad as bull rope matches.
Yeah, I know.
Which is way worse.
Yeah, thank God we haven't seen one of those bull rope matches.
Hit all the turnbuckles. That's
we got
not
this
the
bull
dumbest
rope.
thing I've ever seen. No, bull rope matches are worse. Strap matches, I can live with strap match.
Okay.
So I think Sheamus is going to win by some outthinking maneuver
Maybe.
ability
I wouldn't doubt it.
with magic.
Brock Lesnar versus Triple H in a steel cage match. Now this match looks awesome. This is the one thing I would buy a card for. Is this match?
I like Brock Lesnar fighting anyone right now.
Yeah.
I want to see him murder people.
Who do you think will win?
I think Brock Lesnar needs to win here.
I do too. He should have won at WrestleMania. He was the more impressive
Why would
person.
he lose again? Like that?
I don't know.
That would be stupid. Should have won at WrestleMania. He needs to win here.
I agree.
If he's not going to win here, then he's just never going to win a match ever again.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
totally agree. They had a great match at WrestleMania, in my opinion. I think that was, I guess, a sleeper hit. Apparently, a lot of people didn't enjoy that. I enjoyed the heck. I loved that match. That was my match tonight. Yeah,
I love that. I
Brock
think
is amazing right now.
the only way Triple H is going to win is if Brock throws him into the cage so hard that the cage breaks and he falls out.
Yeah. I didn't think
Similar
about that.
to
They do like
versus
yeah.
Mystery Man.
I can imagine Triple H having a heroic.
Say Valentine's Day Massacre
Yeah.
when Paul White made his debut.
Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger. I quit match for the #1 contendership. Yeah, exactly.
You know why they're having this match? Because Mr. Ziggles.
I know.
Because
Unfortunately,
is asleep.
Yeah, he had a concussion.
Some type of amnesia. What was it called?
Retrograde amnesia. It's where I think it's where you forget recent events.
Is that an actual
Or
thing?
since the concussion. No, that's real. He couldn't remember.
Sucks,
he couldn't remember things that happened since the concussion. So.
Well, hopefully he gets better real soon.
No, I
That's
know.
awful.
Yeah, that is awful.
I'm gonna say Del Rio's gonna win.
I agree with you,
because heel versus heel doesn't happen very often. So
and Jack Swagger should be on the downslope.
logically, Del Rio should win.
I agree with you.
It's gonna be interesting him making Swagger say I quit though.
I can see that.
But
Totally.
No I quit match will ever be as good as The Rock Mankind. Just saying.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna think about the greatest I Quit match.
My second favorite match of all time, out of all matches.
What? You can't put every match on that scale.
When I talk about I Quit matches, that's the match I talk about.
Yeah, well, but every time there's an I Quit match, you can't say, "Oh, it's not gonna be as good as Rock."
Maybe if there was two different people in there, maybe I could say, well, maybe. But Swagger versus Del Rio?
Yeah.
No.
Of course they're not gonna come close.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying to these kind people. Yeah.
All right, and our final match to talk about is John Cena versus Ryback in a last man standing match for the WWE Championship. Now, who do you think is going to win, dude?
Terrible storyline. Ryback has become awful. Just completely.
Yeah.
If you watch WrestleMania, you know.
I'm not a fan.
This is a terrible travesty. I don't want to see it. John Cena's going to win.
So do you think his injury was 100% knowledgeable?
I think maybe he like tweaked his ankle or something or whatever. And no, I don't think it's legitimate. They want to do that so John Cena can be the hero and be like, against all odds, he made him stay down for the 10 count. How did John Cena do the FU off the double ladder triple threat? He drug him up all the way. That's what they want to do. He's Superman.
Right. Yeah, you know.
See his movie coming out this summer, Man of Steel.
I'm not a fan of this match. I wish it weren't happening at all. You're right about Ryback's character. It's not really what it was. It's hard for me because I'm trying to base what I thought his injury was legit, you know, and it's difficult now.
I told you someone died today.
David's talking about how gullible I am, I guess. I mean, whatever. Maybe I am. I don't know. I try to remain a skeptic for a lot of my life, especially in wrestling, but...
You're alright. I forgive you.
Okay. It's difficult to pick a winner here for me.
Really? You think Ryback's going to win with
the injury would have led me to believe that they were swapping it out to Ryback, but... Alright, I guess I'll pick Cena.
Don't let me pressure you.
Just because picking against John Cena is statistically not even a wise thing to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll pick John Cena to win, unfortunately.
Well, we're a betting man.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, talking about the whole card, do you think it's worth purchasing?
Yeah, I do, actually.
You do? Oh, wow. You don't like the main event, but...
I like the card.
Okay.
I like the card. I want to see the Shield win titles. I want to see Brock Lesnar murder Triple H. I want to see Jericho Fandango. Sounds interesting.
That sounds interesting too.
Yeah.
That's a buy reason for you?
Yeah, I mean, these are interesting matches. None of the matches on the card look bad, per se. Maybe I don't like all the people in the matches, but it seems interesting. Even Orton Big Show, I think, has a lot of potential as an Extreme Rules match. You know, Big Show can have great matches when the right circumstances. The right circumstances. So, and I think this is definitely one of those matches. So, to me, this pay-per-view looks really solid. I think it's a solid card up and down. Like I said, there's some matches I don't really care for the people in, but it doesn't mean those matches look bad.
I honestly think it's a no-buy, honestly. The one thing that I think draws me in is the cage match. The cage match is a big selling point for me. I would want to see that. But the title match, not really interested in. I really wouldn't like either man to have that title right now.
Somehow they both go down for the 10 count, and they
CM Punk picks it back up. That'd be great.
They have to forfeit the title, and it's clear. Nobody has it.
I'd love that.
That'd be the greatest.
That would be great.
And the winner is
fake it.
Fake it.
They both lose. The Louvre. Yeah. This title now available in the Louvre. Anyway, yeah, I don't like the card very much. The thing with the Shield, what if they don't win? You can't. It's not a guarantee.
Suck, yeah.
That would really suck, wouldn't it? So things like that kind of way down the card. I mean, Jericho Fandango is never a selling point for me.
Well,
it's interesting. It
has to be solid.
Yeah, I don't like the World Heavyweight picture either. Really, like even if Ziggler was healthy, he should have different opponents entirely.
If Ziggler was healthy, it wasn't going to be like a ladder match or something.
Yeah, I think it would be a triple
awesome.
threat with the three of them.
Would have been way down.
Yeah, I would have been down for that too. But at the same time, that match, I don't even like Ziggler's opponents right now. Just get a fresh crop.
Who do you want him to fight?
Orton would be interesting. Sheamus would be more interesting for me. Cesaro, I would love that. You just shut up. I hate when you do that. Okay, anyway. Yeah, you did it earlier today.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, so that's going to be about it for us, guys, I guess. So we don't agree on the cards by ability, but overall, just I guess if you are watching...
one fan
who
commented on our video, the last one.
Yeah,
so we are going
to review the Bellas show.
So you need to record it. Just one episode. We're not going
to review the whole show.
We're going to watch one episode.
We'll pick one episode and we'll get back to it.
What's it called? Coming.
Is it called Totally Divas or what is it?
The Divas Life?
I thought it was called Total Divas or Totally Divas.
Something like that. And we're gonna watch
playoff of Divas.
We're gonna force ourselves to watch that terrible show.
I just hope we get an episode with Dana Bryan in it.
I'm gonna bring a notepad. I want a full review. God, it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be a one-time thing only.
Unless you ask for it again.
No. No way.
Okay, we need 2 comments.
Oh God.
We should up it so more people. We know people are watching.
Yeah.
If 5 people comment after we review it and they want another review, we'll review it again.
Yeah, if you remember to make that promise after we review the show.
I will.
God.
Steel trap, Zach.
I do not want to review it again. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We haven't even reviewed the show yet, so
it's gonna happen.
A review will be
that one guy who watches this show.
Sure.
It's gonna happen.
Okay. Anyway, thanks for tuning in with us, guys. Check out DirtSheets.com. We got a lot of great content on there, and
hopefully new content.
Yeah. And have a good week in wrestling.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I can't wait to review that show.
I can.